There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean? St. Paul painted by Guido Reni. St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come? Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior. This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
We need more than just 4.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Well, it said something about halving to people. Is it like 4-2?
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean? Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look, here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
My God. These women are too complicated. That last one was just a guess, because it was in Corinthians, And it said half of everything. I didn't even mean to do that one, honestly. Well, half of 6 is 3. This has a 3 in it.
How shall not the ministration of the Spirit not be more glorious?
It's the only one with a 3 in it.
For you are bought with a
I
price.
don't know.
Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
They're absolutely wrong for not having you have rested to do this. This is nuts.
Then they suborned men,
This has a
which said,
6.
We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God.
I don't even know like where to go at this point. I'm back on his tracks. One is left in the company of the pilgrims who joined him. Like, I don't know how many clues back that was. Like, I'm so confused at this point.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Thank God they shortened it.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni. No, nothing of value here. It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years. There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
Yeah, I got nothing at this point. Like, I don't even know, like, where to go. I'm so confused as to order. The note thing is not good enough for me. Okay, so, like, none of this is new. That last one we've just read. This one, had we already read it?
It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
6, this is the one that's marked, right?
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew. It says, count in the dust. All right, let's do it. There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
Okay, so do we look at Hebrew 8:6 now, or 6:8?
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Already did that. There's something else over here that we didn't see. Did we ever look at this? It was like Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
The letter's now gone. Oh, I'm so confused. That's not everything, right?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean? It's St. John, painted by Guido Reni. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Okay, so John 1:3, I guess. I don't think we've done that one. That's multiples.
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. I and my Father are one.
Yeah, I hate it where they yank you out of there. Ain't no reason for that. I just
And
don't want
he,
you to do what
bearing
I'm
his
doing now.
cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha.
Okay, well, we're about to know it's not anything in John.
Now there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
Damn you, Bethesda. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I feel like I was doing very well. And then I lost track of the 2
And the
groups
woman
of
was given
pilgrims.
2 wings of a great eagle.
I think we
that
were
she
supposed to
might
add them
fly
together.
into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean?
Means the dude to her left.
It's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
Do we just guess these things out of order? Like, I feel like that's what happened. I feel like at some point I deduced the wrong thing and I got the forward in the riddle, and now I'm finding the right way through the riddle. Does that make sense?
The drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel. There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, see I'm gonna have to look later on the film. Because that's saying the book of Revelation, Revelation of John, chapter 12, verse 14. That's like the third or fourth thing down. And I thought that was the thing I just found. Unless I found it twice. Right, and so then I went to the one that hears an angel, and that gave me that one. I'll understand that only acts counted. He went back on his tracks.
They were sitting.
Because it said that only acts counted. Where was that?
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare.
This room.
What does she mean by that? I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Yeah, and at least let me level up. Good lord, we solved a murder and we did all this. Give me my skill points, man. Oh, there we go. I did not understand my mother's message. Did I fail it just because I said it was an allegory instead of literal? Like, I'm not sure what they meant between allegorical and literal. Like, I assume that I'm looking for you know what? Because I was thinking that it's a painting. The painting that's behind the Duke that he sits, where he's sitting at his desk, that's titled The Nightmare of Somebody. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I just had lunch, and I'm still kind of incensed by this. If us failing that, them saying we didn't understand the message, because I remember the painting behind his desk having nightmare in the title. Like, I know what it meant. Your explanations as to whether or not it's literal or allegorical did not give me enough information to work on. It should have been expounded on to give more of an idea. Like, Are we looking for a physical location? Are we looking for something in a book? Are we looking for another clue? Like something like that. And it did not. Okay, I don't think there's anything we can do about it besides replaying the entire chapter again. I ain't doing that. Yeah, but I think that it's failing. Like, I think we're probably going to lose half XP or something for that, because I made the wrong choice between allegory and whatever at the end. Even though physically, I think that we're physically looking for a painting. I think we're looking for a location. It's a bunch of garbage. Yeah, because see, that didn't even give us, like, one level, I don't think. For all of that. Like, solving the murder. All of that was one chapter, right? It's garbage. Like, I kind of don't even want to play it anymore. It's dumb. Nothing is within 2 points of being complete. We'll do diversion. Okay, do we have one that's diversion? Oh, it's got the little symbol. That will help immensely. What's the, diversion as arrows going in all directions? This one. Alright, good. Good job, game developer. Oh, wait a minute. Do I get 3? I get 3! Okay, good. I don't know if it really matters. Okay, let's do manipulation if they got it, and the eyeball, or the fisty gear kind of thing. Okay, see an eyeball? There's manipulation. And here's one with the fisty gear kind of thing. Looks like a brass knuckles or something. Kind of questioning y'all doing over here?
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
Man, I ain't going. Yeah, you only give me 4 things back, or was it 2? After all that, you give me 2. Man. Yeah, I'm kind of really annoyed. Can he give me stuff? I need stuff.
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
Uh-huh. Expecting to go to my room or somebody else's room where I can get some more stuff. You only gonna let me sleep up in here? So I think I had 2 at the end. Like, that was the end of a quest. Like, for real? Like, you don't give me half or something? Because there's no way that you get done with that and not have... and have stuff left. You know, you gotta be completely burnt out to everything when you get done. Yeah, they're not gonna let me go anywhere. I was gonna double check Elizabeth Adams' room, but I don't think there was anything we left in there to begin with. He's always sweeping that one spot, so we can't dare go that way. Yeah, I am really upset. Because I think I lost a boatload of XP right there, like a ton. That should have been like 2 levels at least, or 3.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision. I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
we know her thing. I think it was logic and psychology, but I don't know if we know them all. We don't know them all. Let's use a Devil's Thorn. We always got that left. Okay, it's not that.
If Mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me. Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge. I better keep that to myself for the time being.
Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
Don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like either of those. I don't know if I can back up again, but I'm gonna try. Good.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision. I was given to understand that my
I love
mother
that
and
their
your sister
teeth aren't super
bonded
white.
during their stay. They kept up a secret correspondence, which makes me think they were suspicious of someone.
And did you find out who it was?
No, but von Volner is mentioned. They were planning to make a quick getaway and were looking to hide
I don't think it said
beforehand.
him. I thought it said
Have
the
you
Prussian.
got these messages?
I don't know about showing her all this stuff.
Yes. Go ahead, take a look.
I see. I must say, thanks for your honesty, Louis.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge. Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can.
Well,
It seems that your mother tricked
that's rather
Emma.
one-sided.
She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
How did you find out?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't
Oh, is that
forget
Godoy?
where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest. But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if it
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
I don't know who that's playing off of, though. I guess Godoy. Okay, he's immune to etiquette. Oh no, that was not him. Well,
Gentlemen,
whatever.
Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Tell that
Rest
to King
assured,
Louis.
The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
Only chance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really. We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business. No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Psychology. Forgive me. Diversion.
The cat's out of the bag now. More or less, but please do refresh my memory.
Yes, of course. Nothing of great importance in itself. During one of our discussions, she spoke of an old book which might have been of interest to me, and she had agreed to let me have it.
A book about what?
Ancient occultism. As you are aware, I am a doctor of theology. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
The least one can say is that he doesn't beat around the bush. Sarah never travels without a few books. What does the one you're looking for look like exactly?
It resembles a grimoire. It's divided into 7 parts, each one individually locked. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. It's a unique copy. There's only one.
The mere mention of it makes his face
Nice.
light up. Well, I'll take a closer look, but I can't promise you
Come on,
anything.
hurry.
You seem very upset.
Hurry.
Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchet in Paris. Do you know him?
What a manipulation. Diversion.
Indeed. One of your close friends?
No, not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now, because he claimed to have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person. What can you say? Can't trust anyone these days, huh?
No, you can't.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner.
That was a
and
hard
that
one.
you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Burchert was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I didn't even hear the question.
Your dear king, I should think.
What? You mean Frederick William? Oh, my poor fellow. You are miles away. That stupid, pretentious puppet wields no real power. But seeing as you do not wish to be serious, so be it.
What?
Good luck to you.
Whatever.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
I don't think that's worth it. Oh, there's 2 of them though, but that's gonna cost me 2 points.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Never even heard of that.
A pound.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I don't even know if our bar is gonna even ever get full again. The only thing that's making me think we should try to get up there and get it. Okay, yeah, so it wouldn't even get us just another point. We would still need 1 more piece of amber. I think I'm gonna pass on them. Having a reference to the amber in the
Chronicles of
book,
the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
that makes me think that it might be significant to get them, but I don't want to spend that much. Because I'd be paying all that and not getting any benefit immediately.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Remember, etiquette is his weakness, right? Yeah. Conviction and politics are what we want to avoid.
I'm sure that a soldier such as yourself is not interested in vulgar rumors.
Quite right. If only this cursed gossip didn't come to stain the uniform he has the audacity to wear.
Don't you find him worthy?
But how could he be, monsieur? He never sets foot on the battlefield, too occupied with charming the queen. Have you any idea of the number of titles that coward has won in just a few years?
No, not really.
10! And that Don Juan spends the best part of his time under the queen's skirts. The bugger must have some hidden talent, given all of the gifts she gives him.
I understand your point of view. Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Okay.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Steel elixir.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Oh, did we finish it? We did. Okay, so this one's going to give us points in 3 things. So we need to do that first next time. We can't forget. These give multiples when you put a packet together. That we already looked at,
Chronicles
right?
of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
About to say, is the amber gone now? I don't know, man. It locks us out of so many rooms, I don't know when we're going to be able to get back here again. Okay, I can't believe we missed that book though. Good thing I went back over there. Oh, here's this cat. We need some help, dog. What can we blackmail out of you?
What can I do for you, sir?
Come here,
I
my
am
loyal
at your
puppet.
service day and night, sir.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
This golden elixir, the top one. No, it's the water.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
That's scandalous. It's free.
What? That's the last straw. Lord Mortimer himself asked me to take the sea to join him.
Oh, etiquette.
I accepted out of kindness. The voyage was undertaken in conditions that I prefer not speak about. And then at long last I arrive and you refuse me a simple flask of Carmelite water?
No, sir,
Your name. Tell me your name.
Here, sir, your Carmelite water. Please accept my sincerest apologies.
Yes, thank
Sir
you.
requires anything else whatsoever, sir has only to ask.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
I could use the Carmelite water I just got. I'll say we wait. And if I use the Carmelite water, I think I get, what do I get, 1 point back or something? Like, I don't get them all back. So then I'd have 2 points left. I could go get the other 2 points of amber from the room, and that would give me one more square, but it would be an empty square. So I would be completely out of everything. Nah, we'll wait. I think we already tried to ask about everybody, and he was like, yeah, nah, I'm not telling you about my boss. Or you can look at the door.
Lord
but-
Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Yeah, the cat is weird. You want to think about something. Think about how much firewood it takes to have a fire that size. Because that's like bigger than campfire size. Going all night. Oh, there's no flue. Where's the smoke going? That's running the only oversight in this place that I've seen. Needs to be a hole there. But there can't be that many trees on this island, because I'm picturing it being a small island. That means he has to truck all that wood in from the mainland. Get it all over here by ship. It's kind of nuts. What's up, George?
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
What do you mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
Catalonia.
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come. It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
Mm.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
How about you just let me walk around the house by myself and I'll figure it out by myself? Oh wow, it will let us go upstairs. Let's go over here. I think we have some royal jelly in a container. Yeah. Let us in here. Yeah. A Joan of Arc.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Oh. We'll come back here to you in a minute, Padre. Go see if we got some jelly left in here. Oh no. I'm sitting here having dreams of that jelly. Oh, here it is.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Oh, nice. Okay. There were two? Okay. Yeah, because what we've seen of the island so far is all like that. It's all just like barren rock. Still trying to let go of it cheating us out of XP there, because there's no way that just that little bit of XP was for all of that. Like, maybe you don't remember how long that chapter was, but the entire murder investigation, I think, and the searching at the room with the Bible puzzles, that was all together, I think. And we got, like, I think 75% of a level or something. Just because I answered that one question wrong? That's some weak
This
tea.
painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosey paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
Don't know that I care.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
They probably did. Etiquette. Wrong way. Always go the wrong way. Okay, we know manipulation, but we don't know his other ones. Etiquette and logic.
Your Eminence, I haven't been following the case. I'm sure that the Order did everything in its power. Unfortunately,
one's free.
you know the situation in Paris, and, well, it's chaotic at best. Anything can happen in those revolutionary tribunals.
The king is the official representative of God on earth, my son.
Your Eminence, France has become a secular state. The king was just another citizen to them. He refused to admit his errors, looked down upon them, and attempted to escape. What did he expect?
France has lost all reason, Louis.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
As to his faith, I have no doubt. However, his ambition seems to surpass his morality, and I hope that it will not sully the crown.
You can say that again. The blue eyes of the latest Infanta, Maria Isabel, have left everyone wondering.
Rumors always accompany men of power, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But the number of awards and titles granted by the Queen during these past 4 years leaves little doubt.
So, Godoy really is this out-and-out rascal who uses his charm on the Queen. I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the
Supposed to
conference?
be beyond the nightmare. Isn't manipulation his weakness? Yep.
Think of a place and
We should
tell me
get
the
one
first
back.
thing that comes into your mind when I say the nightmare.
We just broke even.
Let me think.
I thought we were going to gain one.
I'd say Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his
Yeah,
desk.
called it.
You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited. It is titled The Nightmare, and it shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her, and in the background, a horse. I don't know if it will be of any help, but I can't think of anything else.
You never know. Thank you for that, though, Your Eminence. Oh, I gotta go and see it just in case, though. Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
Yeah, I was afraid that just bugged out. Okay, good. Thought this was, no, I thought it was going to be where Napoleon was, but on the other side. That's the one.
Petrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep clicking on that one when I go by until it lets me do something with it, because I feel like at our age we should be able to read whatever we want. I don't want to go up there. I want to go up the ladder.
Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical. Celia. That name means nothing to me.
Yeah, I know we've been in this room. Actually, is this door open? It is. Okay, maybe that goes to where Napoleon is. It was locked on the other side, though, so maybe not.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
He couldn't feel anything before. Oh, wait a minute. Can we look out there? Yeah, see, I think the maze is out there. Okay, it's not gonna let us do the thing again. I'm missing 3 out of the 4. So we'll probably do that in a second. That one is one of the golden ones. That's the honey.
Honey. I couldn't have hoped for better.
That just charged us 0 though. So I guess one of our questing things leveled up our reach. No? I don't know why it's gave us 1 back or made it 0. That's weird. We did fill out a couple of these though. And that one's almost done. Point of logic. Okay. It's not going to let us back in the secret room, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and pick this open.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
That's it? Just 1? Man. That's rough. Okay. If you were going to give me just 1, I was hoping it wouldn't be that one. Oh no. Sorry about that, got confused. We have not been here before. Locksmith.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
So we got like one of the earth and one of the water. Yeah, we'll save it. Same thing, I ain't paying 2. Golden elixir. Okay, so this is the stairs that it would never let us down. This... Can we go through this? No. That's probably where Napoleon is. The whole house should go in a circle. I think we went everywhere downstairs that it would let us go. However, let's take it to the other stairs down. To get those 2 pieces of amber. Actually, it might have let me get those for free, because it let me get the other shelf for free. I think it will be faster to go this way. If they just had all those doors open, we wouldn't have to worry about stuff like that. No.
Amber crystals.
That cost us.
Amber.
Okay, that puts us one away. Which old boy has, but I'm not paying 5 for it. Or we could use that water to get it for free. Let's wait a bit. Yeah, we've already been out here, but... Yeah, okay, Washington was out here. I was about to say I thought it was weird that nobody was by the fire. There's Emily. Yeah, I don't think stuff respawns.
What do you want, Louis?
Why did she sound annoyed?
Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see.
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
Politics. Don't know that one.
The Queen of Spain likes to indiscreetly say, the King, Godoy, and myself make up the Holy Trinity. The people have appropriately renamed them the Goat, the Ruffian, and the Whore.
I didn't see you being a mudslinger in your idle hours, I must say.
Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Okay.
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing
World
together
building.
the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see. You're leaving me?
Unfortunately,
So
I have things to do.
she's married.
Thank you again, madam.
So does that mean that her husband does not know that there's two of them and they share the husband? Or does that mean that the husband does know and that he has two wives? I don't know. I didn't think about that dynamic till just now. What are they going to do if she gets pregnant? Like, you girls obviously have not been thinking things through that much. A little bit too much work. Now see, the first time I played this game, I do remember that I accused Jacques. Now that I solved the murder, I remember that I accused Jacques. And I think that's when he pulled the gun on me and fired it, and it was empty. And I think they banished him from the island. Like, I think he's not here anymore if you accuse him of murder. He goes away. And so any kind of contact I have from him from this point on is something that I will not have known. It will be new to me. I'm feeling like when we go up here that it'll be bedtime or something. If we lay down, I think it'll speed the clock. I'm sitting here trying to make sure that I've been everywhere in my head. No, won't let me go in my room. So much for that idea. Won't let me snoop through anybody else's rooms anymore. Oh, it says go to Mortimer's study. Okay, so it'll let me go upstairs now. Sorry about that, I didn't see that change up there. Well, let me go in Elizabeth's room? No. Guess they're painting. Well, the Bible room. No. Yeah, so kind of glad I went back and got the amber now, because next time I might not be able to access that room again for a while.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. It's the creepy painting. Do I have both the water keys? Actually, it wouldn't let me in there. Whose room was that in? That was in the... We don't have access to it anymore anyway. That was in the Bible room. I wonder if we're able to access that at all anymore. With the water symbol. Okay, it took the earth one out of here. I don't know why it wouldn't let me use the water one when I was there. I don't think it would still be in my inventory if I never was able to access that room again. I think they would just remove it. I was to say, where's my boy at? I feel like they moved him over a little bit.
A mynah bird. Sarah de Richet? Waldo, you know Sarah? Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Yeah, I don't know what they eat.
A painting about a siege, dated. Let's take a closer look.
Let's keep looking around, maybe it'll tell us.
Now, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Oh, goodness. Writing that down so I don't have to come back. Pretty sure if we feed him the wrong thing, that bird's gonna die.
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
Okay, so I must have to look at the painting behind me first. I was hoping to talk to the bird, but I don't see anything telling me what he can eat and what he can't eat.
A mynah bird.
Is his name Waldo? I gotta rather pay 1 for the chocolate first.
The nightmare painted
2
by
for the show.
Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
I think that's a little bit too out in the open for me, but whatever. Maybe he's not fidgety.
Aha, I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Find the code for the hidden door. Okay, let's see if we can feed Waldo.
Let's take a closer look. Judging by the shape, I'd say they're Criollo cocoa beans. The chocolate of the Mayas, the rarest of the beans. Some even say they're an aphrodisiac. When a product is in fashion, people attribute all sorts of virtues to it, not to be given to animals.
There's nothing else here to feed him.
Might come in handy.
Okay, and it won't let me do it anymore, so. We're out of luck. Alright. Here you go, Waldo. We're gonna try an experiment.
Tell me the door code. Here I am talking to a bird. Shame on me. Well, Waldo, is your master good? I don't really know what I was expecting.
One more time.
Sarah de Richet? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here?
I think if I feed him again, he might die. Like, that seems like something where something bad's gonna happen if you do it. See the bottom line? Remember to reduce wood consumption next year. Oh my god, I called it. Okay, let's talk about the Crusades. One of these.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre. The Siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre was a major conflict during the Third Crusade. Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus fought to take the town back. It was the Crusaders' first operation to take back the Kingdom of Jerusalem. William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date. Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period. History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again. The Crusades took place not long after the year 1000. Here all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it? The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish, not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion. Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result, in Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
I think that's 1191. If you account for the month moving. If it's December, it would, adding 3 months would roll it over to the next year. I don't know how many tries we get. I feel like it is not infinite. It's a 1191, right? What did I write down? Yeah. Notice something. Oh my god. Let's just try it. Oh, okay, yeah.
Open sesame.
Yeah, the month was the tricky part because it said December. If you add 3, it rolls over to February, so it would add a year. How you get out? That is a big globe, sir, and you didn't go stick a sword in it. Okay, that skeleton is
Let's
actually
see
a
what
real
you've been
skeleton of a
hiding, Lord
person,
Mortimer.
so... Just calling that one right now.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
Don't know if he ever made it. Don't know what to feel about that one.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail. What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer is this stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Okay, so... Alright, so all this other stuff I guess is superfluous. We're gonna look at it all at least anyway. God, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever. Something strange about this table. The little surgeon's perfect collection.
Immunity science. Okay.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cube fascinating. Looks like obsidian or onyx.
The capstones for the pyramids were like that. But they were pyramid shaped.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh, his right hand is missing.
Oops. Okay, so this room is a trap. Okay, so it's gonna hurt us if we get it wrong. And I think you can get busted in here. There's so much stuff.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me. It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance, that announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the Emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Okay, so everything in here is telling us to be patient.
Three rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Stigmata, anyone? Oh my god.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Oh, Joey.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Okay, those we don't have. Seven points, good lord.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
I didn't do that one. Key with fire symbol.
Starlight water will give me a little reprieve. An iron mask. I wonder who it's for. That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Those are the 3 nails. Did I look at the feather?
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais. It's locked.
Okay, a lot of this room we haven't looked at yet. Yeah, I want to say that the stupid gate comes down, if I remember right.
Moreover, it shows a fair number of sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade? Tens of thousands each year, according to what people say. It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
There's a lot going on here. Okay, we gotta... There's cats into everything. I read the Australia one. Looked at Asia. We looked at that one. Devil's Thorn.
It's locked.
Read that one.
It looks like a campaign is being prepared in France in favor of Italy. Could Mortimer have decided to finance a war? It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants. Some of those forces are pushing toward the west. On it, Mortimer's placed little feather symbols at different points, toward which the Spanish are headed. Could he be fueling Indian resistance to slow down Spain? This shows the forces present in America. Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he? Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor.
A lot of numbers there.
He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
I wonder if it's 1001. We already read that one. Africa. I just don't think I can ever come back in here, is the thing. Devil's Thorn I don't need. Which one's that one? Golden Elixir. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drink a couple of these. Then we'll drink that.
Golden Elixir.
Then we'll pick up that. Brain was the only thing I saw over there.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably.
Okay, that's the note for changing the locks. We'll come back and look at that in a second. Bones. Iron mask. I just know that the whole game is going to hinge on stuff here in a second. Oh, we
Chest
almost
with
forgot
the
about that.
motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
We found one of them, or did we find them both? We could use one of our pre-unlock things for it. Said I don't know if we're ever going to be able to come back in here again. Key with the occult symbol water. Okay. Collector coins. Collector coins. Collector coins. Wow, okay. Lots of coins. Okay. Maybe that'll make up for the XP we lost before. Spell the Bank of America. Okay, let's read this thing over here by the lockmaker one more time. Actually, was that a thing? Okay. The light kind of reflected weird. Trying this description. Oh no. You didn't do the table, but I think it's just an autopsy table. Look at an embalming table.
Something strange about this table. What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies here on his desert island. But who is he doing autopsies on then?
Thanks. Yeah, we already knew that. I have pretty much no idea what we're supposed to do here. Because I know this thing's going to come down. I don't think the combination is the same. It was 1191 before. It might be 1001, maybe. There haven't been a whole lot of numbers in here, except maybe dates on these things, but there are so many things with dates that I wouldn't know where to start.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor.
Okay, well,
He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in.
yeah.
Oh, shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
Oh. They're backwards. They're like upside down. So I need the one that would be on the opposite side of the one. You You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at it from the back. I need the 1 to be on the front. 8, 9, 0. So there are 10 positions. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's gonna be backwards here too. Okay, alright, yeah. So it should be 1, it should be 1 here, then 1, then 9, then 1. Yeah. Dude, I hope I got this. Good job, game developer. It's like backwards twice. That's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. I should put it on 9 and then count to 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this one. These need to be on 1 when I start, not 0. I almost messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they should be on the one that looks like a 9. This may be one of the trickiest puzzles in the game. This is if I'm remembering that the year is 1191. Because on the other side, the 11 would start here. This would be 1, this would be 1, that would be 9, and this would be 1. You have to imagine looking at it from the other side, this way. So it's not only backwards, it's like inverted. That is a really good puzzle. That is a really good puzzle. I bet last time I didn't mirror image the numbers. I remember last time I got caught, this big portcullis comes crashing down. And I think Elizabeth might come to save us. What is that? So just room for the thing to move. Okay, boys and girls, this is where I would quick save if they allowed it.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
No, I wanted to...
It looks too easy. It could be a trap.
I think those are kind of the...
Looks like the same as the one on the other side.
I think I got this. Ha! Look at me! I just saved like 6 points. Okay, this I absolutely did not do last time. Last time I remember the thing coming crashing down and I got busted. I can't remember if it was... Oh. Master of Escape. Dude, that better be something good. One point of subterfuge. Now, see, I think that's where, like, if you're dishonest to Emily or she hates you or something, I think she'll leave you in there. But I think she comes snooping before. Like, the first time she beat me to the secret room. This time I beat her to the secret room. And so when I go to come out, the thing comes crashing down or whatever, and she hears it and then tries to open it. And I think that, like, if she hates you, she's just going to leave you in there. Or, like, if you're dishonest to her, remember when she was asking what was going on, and I backed up and said, hey, I want to tell her the truth or whatever. I chose the wrong things. I don't want to do this. I think if I went the other way, she wouldn't have the clues to end up getting here. You know what I'm saying? So she wouldn't have the right information to save us. That was really good job, game developer. Like, good job. I know I failed that one last time. I'm absolutely 100% sure that I did not figure out, like, one of the 3 tricks to it. Because, like, you got to, your instinct is, like, I started doing it. Your instinct is, once you find out you got to rotate it 5 spaces, is to forget that you got to set the numbers first on your side, and then move it 5 spaces. Like, I almost forgot to do that. I know that the origin of the sword left by your mother. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this yet. Was that there like that before?
Dante's Purgatory.
Alright,
Why does your
Dante.
mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub?
We've read you enough times, just let us pick you up at this point.
Charming.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Okay, that makes up for me getting cheated out of XP. Like that was. I've been playing video games like 30 years, man. Like I've seen it all, and that was very good. That was very good. I've probably seen a combination of those things before, but never all of them together at the same time. That was very, very good. Good job. I gotta be getting extra XP for that. Could have met Peru under strange circumstances. Come on, give us another one. It's not gonna do it. Oh! Well, we'll get 2 next time. Oh. Okay, I feel like we're beyond needing to up subterfuge. But we could do manipulation. We could do this. And then we can do something else. Do we already get our points for the thing? What is this going to give us? Science, linguistics, and erudition? Like, I still don't know how to say that. I gotta look up that. Erudition. Well, science, erudition, and linguistics. Linguistics is over here. Science is there. That's there. Okay, so none of those are going to level us up. But we can choose other books too. We want to do questioning if we can, and manipulation if we can. But we're going to go ahead and do this. Or we could do these two. We could do this one and make them both free. Or not free, but almost free. Cheaper. Yeah, because we gotta start bringing the cost on some of this stuff down. Yeah, let's do these. Okay, and we'll just have to do subterfuge next time. Okay, this time we want to do, for the books, we want to do manipulation, subterfuge. What we might do, we might double stack some of our stuff. These 3 that we were going to get on the one book, we'll do those on the other book. You'll get what I'm saying. Hold on a minute. We're going to double dip. So science, linguistics, and erudition. Science. Erudition. Occultism. Like that's linguistics. Here we do have a subterfuge book. Okay, so we can do science. We do any of them. We have all of them. Okay. Linguistics is almost done. That will get us closer, so we're going to do those two. So this one will only have one left, and that one will only have one left. So next time we come in here, we'll be able to do one, and then we'll have two left somewhere. We could do manipulation. So yeah, we're going to unlock 3 of these next time. The way we're doing it. What do we say? Linguistics. Linguistics, that's 2. Is it linguistics and science? Yeah, let's do linguistics and science. How do we reset these? Oh, this is the one that's done. Linguistics. Okay, so that time we should get 2 points on all of those. Well, no. We'll get 2 points on these 2. 2 out of 3 of them we will get 2 points. And then the other one we will get 1 point. The erudition we will get 1 point.